You may heard me from time to time say stocks go and make an euphoric move to the upside. Whenever you see a stock gradually just trending up all day or for some time, like UPST is today, you can easily plot on a trend line and say, hey, this stock's been trending up all day. Well, with this trend up like this, most of the time, you're going to see an euphoric move is what I like to call it. And what it is pretty much, it's like the grand finale. You know how if on 4th of July, they light off fireworks, it starts off slow and then it gets a trend going on and the fireworks just keep going and going and going. And then you reach that grand finale and they're just going crazy with it. They're just going off nonstop, real fast and crazy. Same thing in philosophy applies here. Whenever you see stocks trending up like this gradually over time, they'll get that grand finale, like that final oomph, if I would say. And that's when you could really start to see it surge and skip up. That's the grand finale. Like looking at this chart here, for example, notice how throughout the day, it's just, well, it really starts trending up right here. Just gradually trending up, trending up, trending up. And then it really starts to explode and rip up right here and right here. That's the grand finale from this trend up here. And then it quickly collapses hard. So you ideally we would want to be selling when it's going euphoric like that, that final umph. That's your signal. Hey, get out of Dodge, get out. It's made its move. It's trending up, grand finale. And this is just a pattern that I've spotted with my own eyes, and I don't mind sharing it with you guys. That's the whole point of this channel and why I created it, to be sharing ideas and theories out there along with you guys. I don't want lazy people here. I want dedicated students of the markets that want to grow every day as traders and as human beings. I'm all about positive attitude here. No negativity. Look at here, BNGO. Notice how it's trending up here all day. After hours comes, boom. Get the big grand finale, euphoric run up to the upside. Here's an example here, and they're going to come in all different shapes and sizes. CHK starts trending up here. Trending, 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 and then boom, starts to really lift up and go here. Even here, DWAC, gradually over time, this just kept trending up all day. It just kept trending up, and when the trend up gets really extreme, you get that euphoric explosion to the upside. That's when stocks gradually trending up, they just start to V-shape or rip up into a straight line. The euphoric, as I've probably said that one word 30 times in this one video. Here's another example. INDO, looking at a bigger time frame, trending up, and then a straight line up. That's the euphoric run up right there. They're going to come in all different shapes and sizes, like I said, but the idea is all the same. You see, here's another example. Stock runs up in the morning here, pulls back, then just gradually trends up, trends up, trends up, trends up, and then you get that euphoric move right here. It's definitely something worth studying more and looking into. As traders, we see human nature play out a lot, time and time again. And these are patterns that we like to look out for. RKT here, runs up here, runs up, trending, and then there's your euphoric ramp. We've seen this stuff play out a lot. This is a little part 2 lesson on euphoric run-ups and charts, and I have another example here for you guys. Today we got SIGA. Today it is May 31st. It's a Tuesday, and let's really look at this. So recently SIGA just starts trending up right here by just simply plotting on a trend line connecting the higher lows that the stock's making. We go into day 2. The stock's still holding trend as it higher, and even the trend is getting a bit steeper, as you see as I'm drawing out these yellow lines here. We start here just under $9. Day one, we trend and run up to almost $10.50. Then we go into the next day and the trend continues, and the trend gets actually pretty steep on this. Everybody's jumping in on this, and everybody out there has their stock scanners and screeners set up to pick up stocks that are hitting new high of day, weekly highs, monthly highs, yearly highs. Everybody's out here looking for new highs. So they see a stock like this, they can easily plot on a trend line. Everybody's buying when that stock comes to the trend line. Everybody's jumping on the train, and the stock keeps trending up higher. Then it gets to that euphoric stage, what we were just talking about, the grand finale. You can actually spot on this chart where it starts to get euphoric and we hit that grand finale stage. We'll get back out our lines again. We'll draw out the trend lines here, and you could see every time that this stock is the longer it's trending, the steeper the trend actually starts to get. We start to go straight up vertical on this stock. And then right here, I'm going to change the color to orange. Right here is where we go euphoric, and we get that explosion from $12.50. We get that euphoric explosion up to almost $15. And you can see with the volume here as well, volume is getting at pretty extreme levels. Let's zoom in on this a little bit. Notice how volume is stepping up all right here. You could draw a trend line out on it. That's the only thing that sucks with Street Smart Edge. It'll just jump on you like that. But you could draw a line. You could see volumes getting pretty extreme at these levels as this stock has been trending up here. And then you get that euphoric explosion right here. And you see the stock, once it topped out, it tried retesting that high again here on less volume, after volume already maxed out. So if you were watching for this stock to push up even higher, you'd want to see it confirmed with volume. Every time this stock pushes up higher, you want to see it confirmed with higher volume. We start to max out up here, and then we start to fall down. We're still kind of technically holding trend, but now we're going sideways. And once a stock isn't performing and it's not running up to new highs, people start to give up on it. And this is where you need to start being different in the way you think. You have to go back and look at these charts and tell yourself, zoom out on this chart. You see here that this stock was in a downtrend all right here, but then it started to level out right here at $8.50, and then it started to trend up. And look at how steep that trend got. From $8.50, this stock ran all the way up to $15, 2 to 3 days. That's a big run for this stock. And you got to think of every person that bought in when this stock was in that trend. When the stock starts to go sideways here and it stops making new highs, everybody's going to start taking that profit and locking it in, crashing the stock, causing the stock the next day get that gap down here, and then everybody keeps dumping it, and it's the supply and demand. If you have everybody overflowing the market with supply, it's going to drive prices lower. They're putting more supply back out into the market. When everybody's jumping in on this as it was trending up, everybody was buying up all of the supply. That demand factor comes in and prices go higher because everybody's consuming all of the supply. That's all the stock market is. It's an auction house. The supply and demand in balance. You hear traders out there all the time. Keep it simple, you guys. Keep it bare bones simple. You want to keep your thinking and the concept of breaking down these stock charts and reading these stocks. Keep it simple. I'm not overcomplicating it. I'm just listening to what the chart is telling me. And it can be that simple. But as we all know, and this is what we have said and mentioned multiple times. Why do people overcomplicate things? The answer perhaps to why we overcomplicate things is because that's the easy thing to do. Ironically, it takes thought and effort to keep things simple. And that's what makes it more valuable to us as humans. And you guys have seen me show you the cycle of market emotions, or in this case, this is the cycle of market emojis. You get the optimism, excitement, thrill. There's your euphoria. Then your complacency, anxiety, denial, fear, panic, anger, depression, hope, relief, optimism. Then it continues over and over again. Human behavioral patterns, as you've heard me say. That's all we're looking out for, guys, is human behavioral patterns. And we see these euphoric charts like this. This is what we study, break down to look for in the future to take advantage of. SIGA here, this is just another example of the euphoric explosion in these types of stocks that we've seen many times before, and it will continue to happen. Why? Because human nature never changes. Remember that, guys. Human nature never changes. If you're new here to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Join the Trading Learning 101 community where we all grow as traders and investors. Those who stay will be champions. Study, 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 you guys. Study your butt off. How badly do you want this?